Hello.
I am Philip, and this is my co-host Neil. We are
Hello.
back to discuss the Academy Awards. Yes, this is the Academy Awards. It is my Super Bowl, my World Series, my WrestleMania,
Yes.
and that's the big show I look forward to all year long. Why? Because I'm a movie guy, and that's my show.
Yeah.
That's
If you
what I
want
look
to know
forward to.
anything about movies, this is the guy to ask. Right?
Well, I know a lot, but there are four guys that live in Brooklyn, New York, that when it comes to film, knowledge would kick my ass. Would kick it, beat it, I'd be pretty destroyed by the time I was
and
done.
what are those guys' names? What do they do?
They are the Cinephiles: Edwin Samuelson, Eric Cohen, Jeff Galashaw, and Michael Fultz. Andre Joseph. He came later, but
Gotcha.
But those are my mentors. I love those guys. I hope they come back soon. But we're talking about the Oscars.
The Oscars.
Now, Neil, the Oscars has a really funny history. It started in 1928 to honor the films of the 1927. And since then, it's been an up and down thing. There's been a lot of like, why did that win Best Picture? Why didn't this win? They always get people talking, which,
Right.
well, film fans talking. Let's make that clear. Any normal person, they have a life.
Unlike you.
I have a life from here.
Okay.
I have a life from here with you.
That's right. Okay.
But yeah, Neil. The reason why I love the Oscars is simple. I love film, and I love seeing over the years, some of my favorite films have won Best Picture. A lot of my favorite actors of all time have won the Oscar, whether it be for director, acting, whatever.
Gotcha.
But Neil, I'm gonna ask you,
Yes.
what are some of your favorite Best Picture winners?
Oh man. I'm Casablanca.
That's a good one.
I love that. I mean, there goes with nostalgia again, right there. I
Well,
love those movies.
hey, you know what? Nostalgia is fine because we're talking about something that still goes on. It's the
Yes,
Oscars, man.
Absolutely. Of course,
I thought you were going to say The Silence of the Lambs.
I would throw that in. It's an excellent movie, but Casablanca would be one of the
Yep.
you'd want anybody to watch.
The funny thing about the Oscars in the early 90s, 3 years in a row, three of my favorite films won Best Picture. It was Silence of the Lambs, then Unforgiven, then Schindler's List.
Unforgiven's great.
And then it went downhill with Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I like Forrest Gump.
I know.
It was very popular, don't you think? Tom Hanks really had an excellent role in that.
The only thing good in that film was Gary Sinise, who played Lieutenant Dan, but who, by the way, he needs to come back.
Yes,
Gary
you're right.
Sinise,
Yeah.
he needs to come back.
I wonder what
Stop
he's doing nowadays.
He's doing like crime shows now.
Yeah, that's right.
On
That's right.
on CBS, I think. But yeah, but you know what? As far as actors who have won that I'm a fan of,
Yes.
Jeff Bridges, Crazy Heart, Anthony Hopkins, of course,
Yes.
Jeremy Irons, Denzel
I
Washington,
love Denzel Washington.
Jack Palance, Gene
Yes.
Hackman.
Yes.
But I think the biggest shocker was when Roberto Benigni won for Best Actor over Edward Norton for American History X. That was a big mistake.
Interesting.
Huge mistake.
Why do you think that?
Because Roberto Benigni sucks. He sucks.
Gotcha. Okay.
He sucks.
So
And that
Norton.
And that performance by Norton is one of the best in film history.
Gotcha.
Again, it's a film that takes a character you wouldn't like,
Yeah.
and you see a transformation, and it's great.
You know who the least recognized person that should be, that's underrated, is Leonardo DiCaprio.
He won.
I know he's won, but one time, right? Yeah. So I think what Blood Diamond. Do you remember Blood Diamond?
Yes.
That's probably absolutely one of my most favorite movies in the entire movie history.
Yeah.
He should have won.
Him and Jamin Hudsu, who played his co-host. He was the guy that Leo helped.
Gotcha. Yes.
That was trying to find his son.
Yes.
He is an underrated actor, and he's great. But what do you think of My Fair Lady winning Best Picture over Doctor Strangelove? That is a huge.
That's a mistake.
Huge mistake.
Yeah. Doctor Strangelove is awesome. Personally.
Yeah.
But,
Men fear, I can walk. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is a war room.
Why did they that one over that movie, Doctor Strangelove? I have no idea.
Yeah, My Fair Lady is a piece of crap.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but because it's a classic. But
well,
it is,
let me put it this way: Rex Harrison's performance was Seth MacFarlane's influence for the voice of Stewie on Family Guy. I dare you to watch that film and not think of Stewie when you hear that voice.
Okay. Next time I see
That's the first thing I thought of when I heard that voice. Was like, holy crap, that's Stewie.
Oh. So what is your absolute favorite Oscar winner up to this point? Movie and
For Best Picture?
Best Picture, and then Best Actor and Actress.
Well, the actress one is hard to do because there's been so many.
Lots of
And I've
them,
been like, yes.
Yes.
But Best Picture, easy. Return of the King.
Okay.
Should have won Best Picture, and it did. Thank you. Very proud of it.
Yeah.
Sean Penn won that year for Mystic River.
That's a great movie, by the way.
Charlize Theron won for Monster.
Yeah.
Tim Robbins won for Best Supporting Actor. And Renee Zellweger won for Best Supporting Actress for Cold Mountain.
Yeah.
And Peter Jackson won for Best Director for The Return of the King. But let's be on this one.
Yes.
Favorite Oscar host.
Oh.
There's been a lot of great ones.
There's been a ton. That's a good question.
I've got mine, but what's yours?
I can't pick one because there's been so many good ones. Which one's your favorite?
Billy Crystal.
Okay.
Dude,
I would have to agree
go
with you on that
back
one too.
and watch the Oscars where he came out strapped to a gurney with the cannibal mask from Silence of the Lambs.
I agree with you because Billy Crystal's so.
And then when he gets unstrapped, he walks down to Hopkins. And Hopkins stands up, and Billy says to him, "I'm having some of the Academy over for dinner. Care to join me?"
Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh, so if you have Billy Crystal, what's your next favorite one?
Probably Jimmy Kimmel. I really loved it when he hosted both times.
Gotcha.
I thought it was great. I love when Steve Martin hosted with Alec Baldwin.
Steve Martin is classic.
Yes.
A classic, funny man.
Yep.
Great actor.
When they came out, Baldwin said, "We have a musician, an actor, a great talent, Steve Martin." And then Steve Martin goes, "And this is Alec Baldwin."
Classic. That is
Yes.
classic. Yes. That is classic. So
Yes.
So I mean, I would agree with you completely with that. So
That was the year Jeff Bridges won for Crazy Heart. Sandra Bullock won for The Blind Side.
gotcha.
Monique won for Precious. And Christoph Waltz won for Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Basterds was really good. I
Yeah.
thought.
And then he would go on to win a few years later for Django Unchained. Which, if you haven't seen that one,
I think I have, but I don't remember.
you need to
It's
do.
been a
It's a great
while.
one. It's a great one.
I like Brad Pitt though, and
Yeah.
and
But as far as some of the biggest mistakes, oh boy, Al Pacino winning for Scent of a Woman over Denzel Washington for Malcolm X.
I would agree with
That
that.
is a huge mistake.
I think there were a lot of people upset about that,
Yeah,
which I agree completely with that.
yeah. Now, Grant, this is where the Oscars screw up.
Yeah.
because they do this thing where an actor becomes overdue for a long time, whether it's Paul Newman, Pacino,
Right.
Denzel, DiCaprio, and there were all these times when they should have won, but they didn't. And so they try to make it up for it
Yes,
later
yes.
on. Like when Denzel won for Training Day, it's a great movie,
Excellent movie.
great performance, but not as good as Malcolm X.
No.
Not as
No,
good as
no,
The
I agree.
Hurricane.
I agree.
Not as good as A Devil in Blue.
I don't know if
Not as
Denzel Washington's been in any terrible movies though. He's been pretty good
Carbon
movies.
Copy.
They're most of them
That's
pretty
his
good.
first movie. Don't ever watch it.
All right.
Never watch that.
All right.
That is an unwatchable POS.
Well, we're going to take a break on this part one. We'll come back with part two in just a second.
And in
So,
part two, we're going to review this year's Oscars. So,
sounds
this
good.
is Philip, Neil. We'll be right back.